What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 578 interviews. Give this special guest from Mississippi to Boston 617 a second to get on here. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking until September, so inbox me and I'll let you know the dates I have available. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Salute to everybody. I apologize, we're running late. Peace, everybody. Just gonna give the special guest from Mississippi to Boston a second to get on here. And I can't wait to get her on here. Miss NELLIE Tiger Travis. Give her a second. I sent you the invite. Did you get it in your notifications? Hey, did you get it in your notifications? I'm going to send it again to you right now. Okay. Okay, I sent it. It should be asking you if you want to be added to the live. Peace, everybody. I'm just waiting for, we're just having some technical difficulties. Just give us a second. Okay, I'm going to accept it on my behalf now. Oh. Excuse me.
I'm here.
This is NELLIE Tiger Travis. Interview 578 interviews from Mississippi to Boston 617. Salute. Thank you for coming on the Iccy Show.
Yes. Okay.
I appreciate you coming on here, taking the time. Now, for the people, oh, we lost you for a second. There we go. For the
Thank you, baby.
people that, welcome to the Iccy Show. I appreciate you taking time coming on here. And for the people that don't know, what made you start to get in the industry? What made you start to get into this industry?
Well, I started as a kid. Push the door. I started as a kid, and I guess I just took it from there. I started in church, of course, and my grandmother was an evangelist, so it was always church pretty much. So that's how I got started. I started with the gospel, and I ended up doing Southern soul, and I've done other music as well, the blues for sure.
Very abundant. Have you ever gotten a music award?
Say it again, sweetie.
Have you ever gotten a music award?
Oh, honey. Oh my God. I have. I actually have a full case of awards. I've been in the industry for 35 years, and I have some that I'm accepting this year coming up too. So, yes, I have bukus of awards, and I'm so grateful for them, and I pretty much deserve every last one of them.
You definitely do, because I actually did some research on you, and you're a hard, salute to you. You're a hard working woman, you know, maintaining the industry and a daily basis. How do you maintain to do everything for so long and stay consistent? You never gave up.
Well, for me, it's because I love what I do. And when I do what I do it. So it's like that's my spirit, that's my life, that's my soul. So anytime I hit that stage, I'm ready. Anytime I'm if I'm doing a small show, big show, I'm ready. I'm still gonna deliver the same way. For
Awesome,
sure.
definitely. What is the best show you ever performed that will always be a great memory?
Um, the best show, I think I would have to say Japan. When I first went to Japan, um, I used to wear and portray Tina Turner a lot,
Oh,
and
nice.
to one of the shows in Japan, and I had my shingle dress on and stuff, and it was an outdoor gig, and it must have been people far as you can see. And I was so enthused with them. I was coming down the ramp. I was gonna come out to the people, but girl, they started barricades, shaking the barricades up. They really wanted to touch me. And that was the ultimate and the most exciting ever in my life. That was what did it, was my, and I still have friends in Japan to this day.
That's amazing. Definitely. You're actually the first artist that I've heard perform in Japan. So salute to you.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I've interviewed a lot of people, so that means a lot. You're out there. And what is the best advice you've been given during your career that always stuck by you?
The best advice is to be consistent and to always be prompt and be on time.
Yes, and I apologize. We are late because of me. I just want to, apologize one more time. Shout out to your manager, Jonathan, and Tanya for putting this interview together. I'm very thankful for them letting me
Yes,
collab with you. So
that's pretty
salute to you
awesome.
too.
I haven't had a chance to do Boston yet, but this is the first, and that's history too. So that's great. I'm glad you brought me in. I'm just ecstatic about it.
Yes, awesome. I would actually like to see you perform. I don't know if who can make that happen, but on the 4th of July, they have the half show near the water, and I could see you pulling the crowd and with your music touching a lot of souls that go to that night. It's a very special night in Boston, so maybe next year you can make
Well,
that
I got
happen or something.
people out there so they can check it out and make sure that it happens.
Definitely. What is the best state that you ever performed at?
The best state?
Yes.
Uh, that's a hard one because most of the states, everywhere I go, I have fans, and every state, every state I go to, I have fans. So it's just they're pretty much all the same. I think even if I go to a state where I'm like I'm feeling a little reluctant, maybe it's not going to be a big day. It always turns out to be right. So I would have to
Right.
say all of them.
That's awesome. Definitely.
Yes.
Salute. Do you have your own clothing line?
I'm working on those things right now. I do not have my own clothing line, and I think at some point a lot of people thought that they was like, where do you get this from? Why do you do this? Why you do? I have a secret to it, but I don't tell the secret. So, but yeah, they're gonna be coming out soon. I have a lot
Awesome.
I'm working on right now.
Definitely. I was actually going to ask you about coming up because I always see you're changing your glasses. So with fashion, I figured, to add, your own line of either glasses or sunglasses. I
I
could
got
see that of you.
offer. I just got to return it to Vuglam. I think it was Vuglam, but one of them. And I think at the time when they asked me, I was kind of like rushing and just trying to get the glasses that I had ordered. So they mentioned it, if I wouldn't mind, but I'm thinking about doing that too because I never thought I would get into the fancy glasses like this. But once I started wearing regular glasses, I was like, okay, why not just make it be a part of the situation? So
No, you look beautiful every time. You're always with your fashion, and I love it.
thank,
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. You're always matching every different, you know, accordingly to what you're going to
yeah,
perform at.
yeah.
And does someone pick out your clothes, or do you pick out your
Girl,
clothes
I
for the evening?
order clothes 24/7.
Really?
No, I do them myself. Sometimes I have a few girlfriends that might shoot something my way or send me a link to it and say this is you, and then I'll get it. But I'm always shopping. I'm a shopaholic, and I admit it.
It's fashion. I love it.
Yeah,
I love all your outfits. Very beautiful.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
stay going. Where do you see yourself in the next year in this industry?
The next year in this industry, I see myself possibly doing my own tours. That,
Awesome.
yes, that's my plan. I'm gonna do some more research and get it done, and then that way I can bring other females, up and give them opportunities to be able to be seen, and to rise for themselves.
Awesome, definitely. So if anyone that can make that happen, add her to your tour for the list, link with her, and where can they reach you? Where can they reach your manager? Let them know all that information.
Yes, okay. Well, they can reach me at G&G nextlevelentertainment.com. That's where you can leave information. And my website is NELLIETIGERTRAVIS.com. I'm on every major platform, which is I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. I'm all over the place, and I'm just still waving through the water. But find me just about anywhere, and I have contact information on my website, which is NELLIETIGERTRAVIS.com.
Definitely, definitely. Who was your favorite artist when you were growing up?
Oh my God, my favorite artist when I was growing up, I think I have to put both of them at a level. I can't say one without the other. And I would say Gladys Knight and Tina Turner. And
Woo!
as I got
Legend.
into the blues, then Coco Taylor became my blues mother. So I did the
Okay,
blues with Coco, but then it was Gladys Knight and Tina Turner, and those are still some of my those are the three favorite girls in my world.
that's amazing. Definitely. I remember when I was growing up, I'm 45, and I remember, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston,
Yes,
Gladys Knight. There was a handful of them. You always heard everywhere you went, birthday parties, weddings, they're always playing it.
that's right.
And I love it. It's a great feeling. It hits your soul, and your music hits my soul.
Yeah,
What is your favorite song to perform um, that touches you every time you perform it?
I'd rather go blind. Etta James, one of Etta James songs. I um I did that song a lot in the blues world. A lot of times in Southern Soul, people like to dance, so you don't really get a chance to do slow songs or whatever. But that song, it does something to me. One of the years I performed that song at the Chicago Blues Festival, and even though it was just a beautiful day, and when I started to sing "I'd Rather Go Blind," it just started to rain a little bit. And then as it rained, and I'm looking down in the pit at all of the camera people, and they're crying. They
Oh,
were,
wow.
because when I do "I'd Rather Go Blind," I just it just happens. I just take the microphone away and I just wail, and it wails all across the 20,000 people, 20,000 plus people, and a lot of that is they've got it in the archives in Chicago. But Etta James was one of my favorite songs, and a lot of times if I was feeling sad and I would sing that song, I would just cry, and everybody would cry with it, not knowing what's really going on. But that's one of my favorite of all times.
That's amazing. Definitely. Your music actually does make tears come to my eyes. I can relate to some of your songs. And, I actually had a loss. So I was listening, trying to catch up on, you as an artist and, find a little bit more.
Yeah,
And, I was really humbled about your music because I'm like, wow, you could feel it. I felt it through my soul. Like you brought tears to my eyes because I can relate. And, where do you think was the best time that is your best favorite music coming out that is like, this is the best project I ever done as an artist that you could say? Because um, your last song, oh my gosh, I got emotional.
well, um I don't know. I kind of like, I don't do a lot of ballads or whatever, but I personally, I favor I favor ballads more than I do dance music. And I'm not a dancer, but I somehow when I get on stage I move pretty good. but
Oh yeah,
but um I like ballads, and it comes through my soul because of I have a life of a child of, I have things that happened me with me as a child. It was some things that I couldn't, like a lot of girls will be wearing the best of jeans and the best of shoes. I didn't have those opportunities. So a lot of times it made me sad. And through my sadness is where I go through my music with it, if that makes sense. Whether it's
Yes.
blues, whether it's soul, whether it's gospel, all of that, I would just sing. And a lot of times I would cry because I was just sad about how people treat people a lot of times when they're under. I got laughed at for wearing what they used to call those gym shoes, woofs. They called them woofs, and you can hear them squeaking down the hallway.
Oh,
But
wow.
this is why I shop so much. Whatever I want, I go and get it. It's just that simple. But it was something that I learned, and I got over it. But it's a great thing to always talk about, and for like forever, it's still in my heart. But this is why I'm the way that I am, because now I can help somebody else. I can help
Right.
somebody else to not have that ill feeling. I was just gracious enough to stay prayed up because my grandmother was a praying lady, honey, and we didn't have a choice.
Right.
So, but all of that is coming up in my book. I get to write about it and get to show the world about it. And the world is going to be stunned about a lot of it. And they're going to be sad about a lot of it. But they're going to love me always.
When do you plan on dropping that book?
Ah, I'm probably about 4 months behind. So it's going to probably be like, I want to say hopefully around Easter time.
Okay, okay. How many pages is it approximately?
Well, right now I'm looking at 125. It's a five
Oh,
by eight by. It still would be some good stuff. And it'll even give me the opportunity to do a part two if I don't have enough space. So I'm excited
that's amazing.
about
Good
it.
luck with that.
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. I can tell, when an artist has been through a lot of pain, um, if you can make someone cry, then I feel like, it's not fake. It's natural. So, you're gonna feel it more. And
Yeah,
with the music that's going on right now, I feel like, I don't judge any type of music,
right.
I love all types of music from country, blues, hip hop, rap, reggae. I
Yeah,
love it all.
yes,
But I feel like, since, I'm a 70s baby, I feel like the music, I've seen it change. And
yeah,
I feel like the drill music, we need to change that because, it talks about a lot of violence. And I feel like we're the ones to make a change for these
yeah,
younger generations. How
yeah.
do you feel about that?
I say the same thing. Even in life, everything changes, and things are moving slow because a lot of the hip hop artists are coming over to Southern Soul and just changing the whole situation, which is fine as long as it's not that beat me down type stuff. I'm cool with it. But a lot of them are coming over. I don't know how long it's going to last. you know we just never know. But Southern Soul is making a big, 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 big mark right now. So because I
Right.
listen to a lot of the guys, I listen to some of the guys when they're like some of the rappers. They singing Calvin Richardson song, they're singing Pokey Bear song, they're singing King George song. And I said to myself one day, I said, I want to do any of those guys think they're sexy, because I heard not neither one of them talk about Mr. Sexy. So I guess that's
Oh,
left up to their wives, maybe. I don't know. But that's how I feel about that. I think Southern Soul is making another mark, and it'll probably be more room for others to even join. It would be great. It would be great.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I feel like, we're the ones to make a difference. You've seen it just as well as I've seen the different, uh, years change, from the neon colors to, the styles change,
that's right.
and it's sad because I feel like the younger generation, their voices are awesome and
Right.
they can make a difference and with their music, but I feel like it needs to be a positive. And like I love the gospel. I do
Definitely,
Bible studies on Tuesdays, so I love that. And I definitely clap for that.
definitely positive. We've had enough. This is why I say I think it would be sacred, a sacred place for them. Um, that would it would definitely just to change it all together. It would be time because
Yes.
we as a people, and it's just so many people that have been lost to gun violence because of a song, and
Yeah.
that's not our world here, you know. So I pray
Right.
that it does make a change and everybody gets to be lovable once again. And I mean, sometimes it just seems like people are so angry, and I wish I knew why. You know, it's
Right.
a lot, but I think uh, if they just smoothly rolled over, it would be great, and they would love it. You know, it's not all. It
Right.
don't have to always be a fight. You know, we
Right.
want to put the guns down and just, even if they want to come in and shout glory hallelujah, I'm with them. You know, I'll be
Right.
right there with
It's so true. It's sad, and I hope that every day I pray, when we wake up, I hope that, peace and love around the world. And I
them. Yeah,
feel like we can make a difference if we all come together and pray for the same
we
thing. We can make that change. Our power would make it so incredible that we'll over become the negative and the bad that there's nothing that could do but just go for the
right,
positive. And I feel
right,
that.
right.
And I hope one day, everyone watching that's tuning in, that we all could do it. And I believe we could do it.
And if we keep rolling like we're doing now, it's gonna happen.
Amen to that.
A lot,
Definitely.
a lot of great artists are coming out. Oh my God, I heard a young lady the other day. She's on the J1, and I'm like, she's a thin girl, but you wouldn't ever think she had the strength that she was doing. I was like, oh my God, I love it, I love it, I love it. I do.
That's amazing. I could see you, where I could see you on cruise boats performing, doing a tour like that.
You know what? I kind of thought about that too, but sometimes I wonder about this COVID world, and I don't. The only thing that feared me for once, and that was the fact of the matter that the ship that was left out in California for so long, because of COVID, that would that would probably have me jumping off the damn boat somewhere. I'm just saying, because that's devastating. And I got a little spookness about me because I've never really been a water person, but I've been on many cruises and had great time. But I think about that. I always take the other way out if I have to. you know.
Right, right. Definitely. That's just my opinion. When I feel your music, I'm like, so many people traveling, they would love her music on a
And
boat,
it was
jamming to it, vibing to it. And, different nights you can change it up, do
right,
gospel one night. And
right, right before COVID. I did my very first. I had 180 people going, and
wow.
that's when they shut the ships down. It was like it was my birthday. I had it set up. I had my girls with long trails with their bathing suits. It was just gonna be so awesome. And
Yeah,
after that, I was like, okay, I just said that's it. But it's gonna take me a minute before I go back. I do believe, but it would be great. I mean, the ships. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. So
definitely,
I
definitely.
might consider that.
Awesome. Let me know. Keep me updated.
Yes.
I'll help you promote it, let people know. That would
Yes.
be great.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Is there any shout outs you would like to bring up or anything else that you would bring up that we didn't bring up?
Well, um, the greatest thing today, I got my new video back that I just did the other day. I did a new song. Well, first of all, I put out Chatty Patty. Then I put out no, I put out I Came to Party. Then Chatty Patty. then my favorite DJ. Now I did the one with E-Realist, Bag It Up Remix. And this past weekend, I just completed Here I Stand, which is representing, uh, which is basically, you'll get to see it. I want everybody to just be surprised about it. But it's one of those moments whereas you'll be like, man, it's like, it's just going to be an awesome video. And I got to see it today for the first time, and it's going to be dropping on August 12th. And
Okay, right around the corner.
huh?
Right around the corner, it's dropping.
Yes. I can't hardly wait because I couldn't even believe it myself. But it just goes to show you that the more the more you do and the more you keep on hopping, the greater things get for you. So I'm excited about
Definitely.
it. And then after that, I'm still working on another. I'm just working. So I'm excited about it all because, as long as I can still have my health and strength, I'm just going to keep moving, baby.
That's amazing, definitely. How long you've been in the industry and how you stay consistent and where you started and where you are, and you got all those awards. Keep on going, Queen. I hope you get another case full of awards. You definitely deserve it. I know your music can help people get over, whatever they're going through, if it's a bad or a good,
Yes,
but go over that speed bump listening to your music. You can touch the soul. The younger generation, they definitely need to tune into you so they can feel you. You can
yes.
touch their soul to make a difference.
I,
And that's what we need to do around this world.
yes. But I got a funny story for you. Once upon a time, when I first started out with my Bag It Up album, I was playing in Jackson, Mississippi a lot. So this young lady, the security wasn't letting her by. I said, "No, let her in. She just want to talk." Girl, when that lady came in there, I tell you, this was the funniest thing ever. She said, "Miss Travis, I love you." She hugged me. She said, "I just want you to know you made me cheat on my husband." I said, "Oh," I said, "No, it wasn't me." I said, "No, that wasn't the intent." I said, "Look, I didn't write that song." I said, "My producer wrote the song. I didn't write it." But it was so hilarious because I'm thinking she was going to, come to me. She said, "I made her cheat on her husband." I was like, "Oh my."
That's amazing.
Yeah, you have to be careful about those titles, girl. They'll come at you. They will come after you.
Definitely, definitely. Wow. Well, I appreciate you, Queen, coming on the Iccy Show. Anytime you want to come on here and promote anything, do you have any upcoming shows that you want to promote?
I do. As a matter of fact, this weekend I'm actually going to be in Canton, Ohio. I was just in Youngstown, Ohio, night before last. So I'll be there, and then after that, I'm in Lewisburg, Virginia. And then I got like a few days off to work on this new record that I'm working on. Is That's gonna be powerful too. It's just gonna be powerful.
Awesome.
Sometimes you just gotta keep moving till that one hit to, just like Sexy Man did. Sexy Man,
Yes.
it just kept rising. It just kept rising and kept rising, and finally, it's just like almost, well, it's here. It's here, but it's
Right.
not going anywhere. It's here to stay, and
Yes, definitely. And
have,
salute to you.
it's always great to have
Salute to you,
or
Queen.
a few
I
seven
appreciate.
under your belt.
Definitely, I apologize that it was going in and out, and I talked over you. I apologize at the last part. Want to repeat that one more time for them?
No, I was saying, like, with Sexy Man, I say it's here to stay. It's like one of those Leonard Williams songs. Girl, you know I love you. So Sexy
Woo!
under the same terms, and that song, I think Leonard's song been out for over 40 years. So now I
Nice.
have a song that's longevity. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be great, and it'll be great for my kids to continue it for whenever I'm gone, long gone.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And keep on playing the music and don't let it stop. And that's going to continue, especially when someone's going through something, they're going to listen to your music. It's going to always touch
Yeah.
somebody. And that's what we need. We need more music like that. And, you're here to stay. So keep on going. Um, how many songs do you think you have out there, approximately?
uh, I have I know I have 6 albums, but I have credit for 13. 13 albums because I'm on compilations on some of them. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And that one that I did with the at the Jimmy Fallon show, that was another big deal. That was one of the biggest deals. Is when they were playing one of my songs, "Slap Your Weave Off," and they were like, uh, somebody sent the song in as "Do not play this song anymore," and the song went viral all over again. So,
Wow.
and Jimmy Fallon, he said, "Man, I'm loving this song." He said, "This sounds like Gladys Knight," and that was the biggest. I mean, that was just so huge. I'm like, "Oh my God!" He compared to me to Gladys Knight. Oh, it was on and popping. Then I got up there with the Roots, and when I got back, everybody says, "Well, Nelly, didn't
That's
even you didn't even look like you was scared." I told her if I was gonna be scared, that wasn't the time to be, honey. I got up there and did my thing with Jimmy Fallon and all of it, and the rest is history. I actually made history. I actually made Southern Soul history because I'm the first female Southern Soul artist to go mainstream on mainstream television, actually. So
nice.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Definitely. That's
yeah.
awesome. Salute to you, Queen. You just definitely deserve
Oh,
that.
oh yes. So
Well,
that's
I appreciate you taking the time.
no.
Go
I
ahead.
just
I apologize.
I said that's a day that I will never forget.
Yes, that sounds like it was a great memory to always remember. I love memories like that because it's positive. It makes you feel good. You feel accomplished with something that you've been working so hard. And people that don't know how hard you've been working, sleepless nights, not eating,
Yeah,
sacrifices a lot of things. And people don't know that until you have to go through it. And, you definitely deserve it. Like I said, I hope you get another case full of all those awards. You definitely deserve it. I hope to see you come out in a movie,
thank
um, you know,
yes,
dedicated, about your life, where you started, where you're at, and I can feel it. I can feel it. It can make a difference for the children. That's what we need. We need to be passing legacy music like yourself
exactly.
that can make a difference to touch the soul for these young ones. That's what I keep on going with my show because I feel like we need to make a difference because if we don't, these kids are lost,
Yes,
and we got to
they,
make it,
they
easier for them.
are. We have to find a place for them. You're right. They are. They're so lost. So lost. It's a lost generation. Period. But
Right.
gonna keep them. We're gonna keep them energized with some music and some positive thinking. That's it. And that's
Definitely.
yes.
And and anyone that can make a show happen while she is on tour, please link with her manager. She gave the information, and go follow her music, book her for her next show. Anything you have, link with her. She's definitely making noise. She's internationally, and salute to you, definitely. Anybody going through it, listen to her music. It's a soul. It makes you cleanse after going through a crisis or something bad. Suicide is real out there. People
Yeah.
need to realize it's okay to get help. And how do you feel about coming out with an album dedicated for just suicide, to try to change their mind? Have you ever thought of something like that?
Some time ago before, but a lot of people would come to me. They would be sad. People that were coming from Europe and places like that, and they would be sad. And at the end of the night, they would tell me that I actually made their night. So whatever I was doing then, they were just thrilled with it. And that's pretty amazing. That's how I got so many fans and so much work is because they could feel me. It was not a
Yeah,
song that I did from I didn't really do country, but I did the Tracy Chapman type stuff, and I always did it my way. I always changed and would do it my way, and I would do Stand By Me my way, and it's just and everything that I did when I was playing the blues, everything I did, I involved them in it. They would sing on the mic, or they would, girl, I would have like buckets of $100 bills, because they were just so thrilled with it. And so that's why I say I'll go back. I'm working on blues. I'm working on everything right now. I'm just not gonna stop until I drop.
yes. Yes, you did dabbling a little here, a little there. That's what I like. Keep on going.
Yes.
Salute to you. And if you ever come to Boston, definitely link with me. I would love to get to know you in person. Get a picture next to you.
Girl, I'm going
And I salute to you.
I'm gonna make it a point one of these days, and I guarantee you I'm gonna contact you.
Okay, I definitely look forward, definitely to meet you in person, and I look forward to that phone call.
Yeah.
This is interview 578 interviews from Mississippi to Boston 617 with the Queen Nellie Tiger Travis, the one and only Queen Boss over here. Follow her. You can feel it. I lost my brother in September, and your music got me through some tough nights of crying myself to sleep. So I
Oh,
thank you. Your music kept me going. So I appreciate you. So that's how I know your music does touch the soul, and it
oh,
really makes a difference in someone's life. So I appreciate you definitely, Queen, coming on my show. I'm very humbled to have you on
okay,
here.
get me on, honey. And you are another friend and another fan.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless. God bless everyone that tuned in tonight. Tell a friend, tell a friend. And make sure you follow this queen right here. She's doing a lot of amazing music out there. Salute to you.
Boss Queen.
Much love and respect, everyone. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. God bless.
Thank you.
Peace.